Listening to a podcast is one thing, but making a podcast was another. Because this experience gave me an insight on how much effort and time people put into their podcast. Because only by knowing my whole topic completely, I was able to comfortably talk about it.
So I created this podcast to explore more on the bubonic plague. So this event, it appealed to me greatly because one, we were studying a chapter on immunity. So I learned how our body could combat diseases like the bubonic plague.
Making this podcast was a real eye-opener for me because it helped me learn information and understand it so that I could teach my audience what I had learned. So making a podcast required a lot of research.
Creating an engaging experience. How do we go about doing that? Was one of the questions we always have when we are doing different kinds of topics. As part of the lesson, we listened to a podcast in BBC Sounds which spoke about the origins of COVID. It got the learners very interested. How do we make a podcast? What are the aspects that we need to look? How to engage the public with your podcast? It was all in all a very, very thorough experience for them because science reporting and science journalism is also another part of a career aspect they had not thought about earlier. So this podcast gave them a very rich place to begin with, to understand even though you are reporting, it still has to be scientifically accurate. So it definitely enhanced the classroom experience so much more through this podcast.